We're in prison, and I feel like we're going to be here a long, long time. I haven't tried yet, but I don't think it's going to let me leave. So we need to find out what it is we need to find out, solve the mysteries that are going on, and get out of here as quickly as possible. So let's move on with this quest. Welcome back to Genshin Impact. Thank you for joining me today. Really do appreciate you spending your time with me. Let's activate the lift. Let's go down. We're in Coupon Town or something. And I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun one. Well, let's see. Let's see if we can integrate ourselves into the society that's going on here. See if we can earn some coupons. I don't know what we can use them for. Everything from what I understand. And yeah, let's see if we can find out what's happened to the child. I think that's the reason we're here.
You're going even deeper now? Just how deep down are we?
It's like a metaphor for your previous life, isn't it?
Oh.
Our lives weren't that bad.
Well, those are pretty good, to be honest with you. Oh, this is a long one. They love that elevators in Fontaine.
Oh.
Really long elevator rides. Where are we going? This way. Go to the corners of the corridors. Okay.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meripede? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts.
Oh, I think about something sad. You're probably the only one who doesn't fit in.
Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us.
If we ever get found out, then maybe we become criminals for real.
Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this.
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but you wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important? Paimon doesn't think so. Wait, why are you suddenly trying to talk to us now?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so you just go on over there by yourselves. I've done my job, so good luck.
It's rather ominous.
What
if he knows more than he's letting on.
Wait a second. Are there usually so many Garderex around here?
Okay, apparently not. Does that mean that...
They're already onto us?
Get ready to fight.
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome.
Wisely.
No need to be anxious. These Gardemex aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the Gardemex come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice. Quite fair.
So you must be...
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace. Lovely weather today, isn't it?
That sounds like a really stupid thing to say down here.
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meripede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance?
We could drop a minute here. He was okay. He's actually could use a little work though. You know what? I'm going to say the first one.
I see. In that case, I regret to announce that Deacon here has just missed the best opportunity in his prison career to be promoted.
Oh dear, we dropped him right in that.
I admit that I was only thinking about the coupons. I'm sorry to have disappointed you, Your Grace. I once hoped for a chance to do some higher level work. I had no idea you two were big shots who were worthy of speaking with His Grace. Losing out on such a big opportunity because I couldn't see past my own nose.
Plenty of time ahead, Deacon. There'll be more opportunities. Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here. Deacon, if you would.
Well, I wonder if we've just made an enemy of that guy, though.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my leave now.
I'm sure it's fine. Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome, I'll show you around the various facilities of the Fortress of Meripede. I hope it'll help you adjust to life here.
He's being a lot more friendly than I was expecting.
He's going to personally give us a cure? Huh. Paimon can't figure out what this guy's thinking at all.
Yeah, let's just roll with it for now, but I hope he doesn't know too much already. Although, I don't know, that might help, having someone in his position know why we're here, but then maybe he wouldn't agree with it. I don't know.
No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types. Alright, let's keep up with him.
Okay. People just hanging around. Oh, a nice little viewpoint. Oh yeah. Love the viewpoints. The Copper Keep. Okay. Sure. It looks like there's various things going on. What do we hang on, what? Let's check the map here. What are these things? The Duke's office, Justice Fortress, and welfare meals. Alright. I'm sure we'll find out more about these as we go.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities, and being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Doesn't sound like rehabilitation is high on the priority base of this place.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that? We're real criminals, you know. What if we're too difficult to handle?
Well, then maybe you'll be able to carve out a name and a place for yourselves in this underwater world, But before you go in swinging, please remember that in the Fortress of Meripede, it's better to not cause trouble for yourself or for the guards. Now, we've arrived at a very important place, the Coupon Cafeteria. You can come here and claim one welfare meal each day.
Welfare meal? You mean it doesn't cost anything?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress operations, so we must guarantee that they at least have the basic means to survive.
Slave labor. Okay.
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost you credit coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me.
Makes sense.
So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here. You'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else as fair and reasonable.
Right! Paimon sees your point. By that logic, this place doesn't seem so bad after all. Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly. But it seems inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right? We should still try to verify the truth with our own eyes.
Let's continue this way.
Okay, where to next? Somewhere over this way.
This place is known as the Pancration Ring.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think, Traveler? Interested?
Definitely.
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
Oh, in the case I'll pass. It seems you know me too well.
So, did you set this place up too?
No, actually. I just granted approval for the organizer to use this area to build the ring, and I collect a portion of the proceeds in return. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Paimon was just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess. I see you have a talent for entrepreneurship.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has a talent! So we can start a business here?
Oh dear.
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Yeah, this place is going to be very interesting. Right, where to now? Okay, let's follow the sparky line. That should guide us to some way up. Stairs. Ah, the big arrow. That's a clue. Yeah, another elevator ride. This is what we were thinking about. Okay, we will grab the teleport waypoint.
Your Grace. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. No, wait, what time is it again?
What time indeed? Time waits for no one, so it's best to keep an eye on it.
My apologies, Your Grace.
It does seem to inspire a bit of fear to these people. Is it just because of his position, or do they know what he's capable of?
Jeez, that guy's so nervous he almost forgot to breathe.
Sorry, forgive my manners.
These are the dormitories, which is where inmates sleep. The guards will inform you where your bunk is later.
He certainly doesn't seem intimidating. He's being very friendly and certainly not. We haven't got a sense of fear about him, like we should be fearing him.
In the Fortress of Meripede, criminals usually spend most of their time in either the production zone or the sleeping areas.
The production zone? What does it produce? Is that where we'll be working?
Not necessarily. Though working in the production zone is the most reliable way to earn credit coupons. If you have other skills, you can skip your shifts to earn them in other ways.
Wow. Wait, you're the manager of this place, and you're just telling us to our faces that it's okay to skip work?
The fact that the Fortress of Meripede has continued operating completely autonomously is proof enough that most people are willing to work honestly and earn a stable income. As for what we produce, many of the clockwork machines seen all over Fontaine originate from our workshop. Therefore, the Fortress of Meripede is not only a place where criminals serve their sentences, but also a giant machine factory. There's no need for me to get into specifics about the production process now. You'll experience it all firsthand when you report for work tomorrow.
Thank you, Grace.
Let's move on. The tour continues over this way.
Oh, me. What? What's he doing here?
Oh!
No, Byron,
Oh,
keep it to yourself.
you really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
He wasn't. You don't know that he was here, do we?
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
Nope.
It's nothing. Paimon's just worried about how hard we'll have to work tomorrow.
She's a terrible liar. Interesting. And then he's gone. We can't even go speak to him. Right, what? That's interesting. Okay. Where are we going now? That way? Let's go. Let's continue what's going on there. Maybe, yeah, in a bit I'm sure we'll get a little bit more free reign in this place and we can actually go and see if we can figure something out here. That's an interesting. Was not expecting to see Lini. Oh, is this Sedgwing? The new character? This very first meter? I think it is.
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Siegeween.
Then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Siegeween here is the Fortress of Merapede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients, perhaps you could find the time to join us for dinner?
Oh, then these two must be some important convicts. Sure, I'll join the welcome party.
Thank you. Your presence will be the pièce de résistance for today's tour.
Oh, so the tour part is over now?
I believe I've already covered the primary aspects of life here in the fortress. As for your work, there'll be someone else to guide you through the details. Is there anything else? I seldom conduct tours, so why don't you just ask if you have any questions?
Oh, I have so many questions, I'm sure, but...
This is our first time here. Paimon's not sure what to ask.
Then let's head back to the coupon cafeteria. Maybe a meal will help you think up some questions.
You should at least try to be excited. Our free meals are actually pretty good here.
Our female, so does Sedgwing sort of... Is she like a convict as well? Or... she gets a free meal? Or is that just how people who work here kind of follow along as well? I don't know, so many questions. Okay, so how far down have we got to go? We're going down, not too far. It is the lower level though, right? So let's just see if I can just get the other teleport waypoint, which looks like it should be... maybe it's lower down. Okay. That's fine, just go down here. We'll get that later.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neverlet made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day?
Well, the main thing is free. Well, mine's pretty good too.
Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
Okay, we're getting special treatment here. I'm not too sure whether that's going to be a good thing or not.
It actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria.
That sounds pretty mean, actually.
Paimon knew it! If criminals got got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure.
I'm not sure that's how it works, Simon.
Excuse me, did I hear you mention Nervulette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health?
I'm sure he's extremely busy.
He seems healthy no matter how you look at him. But he works so hard all the time, so it must be really tiring.
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Sigewinne.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel like it's been too long since I've heard any news about him.
No news is good news. Maybe next time I've got something to discuss with him, I can invite you to accompany us.
But isn't the Fortress of Meropide independent from Fontaine's court system? What do you two have to discuss?
Well, we provide all kinds of mechanical products for official use, and some essential goods have to be obtained from the overworld, so we naturally have to stay in touch about this and that. Monsieur Nervulette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, you can discuss it openly and freely with him. Talking with him feels quite effortless. In light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Nervulette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here.
Okay, understood. Well, thank you for your hospitality.
You're very welcome. Well, your new life awaits. Are you finished eating? Then I recommend that you return to the dormitories and rest. You have work to do tomorrow. Perhaps you were hoping to ask for some special privileges? Sorry, you'll have to use credit coupons like everyone else. It's not as comfy here as you might imagine.
Yeah, I think we get a little bit of a false sense of security by this tour and the special food and everything. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Sigewinne. Let's just see what she has to say.
Now that I've gotten a good look at you two, I think you're very cute.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
After all, heavy is the head that wears the cutesy crown. I guess I just want to say, just take care of yourself and don't get hurt.
Sure, will be fine. Alright then. Return to the dormitories and talk to Fielding. Let's do that then. Okay, this must be Fielding.
The Traveler and Paimon, right? Listen up. As new inmates, the only thing you need to worry about is what to do and when to do it. Don't make any extra trouble for yourself. Your bunks are right over there. Follow me.
Okay, now we're going to get the real experience.
So this is where we'll be sleeping from now on. Oh, Paimon can't believe this! The days of staying home and reading detective stories are like a dream now. By the way, Traveler, we saw a lot of things worth investigating just now.
Yeah, we did.
Even though the Duke didn't say it too directly, judging from what he said at the end, it seems that he was only welcoming because we know Nervulette. We are criminals, and Paimon did eat that cake, but we're actually here to help Nervulette. Is it possible that he knows we're here on a mission? Or is Paimon overthinking things?
Yeah, I think it's very possible. He probably knows more than he's let it on.
Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. He probably knew why we came here from the very beginning and intentionally wanted to send us a message. Maybe something like, "Hey, I have my eyes on you, so don't try anything funny."
What was that voice? But there's nothing we can do about that. We're already here after all.
Yeah, you're right. It's not like we can go back to Nervulette empty-handed and say, "The dude looks scary, so we gave up."
That's very true.
And besides, the Duke said that he was willing to go out of his way to show respect for Nervulette, right? So, we at least need to try. But Paimon hasn't gotten a clue where we should start our investigation.
There's one other important thing.
You mean?
Lily's presence here.
Yeah, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Paimon almost spilled the beans when we ran into him. Fortunately, based on his attitude, it looks like the Duke sees Linny as just another inmate. We worked so hard to help Linny and Lynette's names, and yet we turn around and bam! He's in prison anyway!
If I had to guess, I'd say he's here for the same reason we are.
Oh, right! Linny and Lynette are from the House of the Heart.
Oh, that is true,
They work
yeah.
for the Knave, so they could be here to investigate too!
Yeah, then they probably sent them in as like independent investigators to back us up or to make sure that we weren't getting false information, something like that. Oh look, there's something over there.
Huh? Oh, it's a card! Paimon didn't notice it earlier. It looks like a magician's prop. Lenny must have left it here. He's in prison and still doing his little tricks, huh? Let Paimon have a look. It was nice to bump into you again. Let's catch up in the production zone tomorrow. What in the world? It's written like he's greeting a buddy on the street. Paimon thought he'd write something important.
This proves that he's up to something here too.
If you say so. We can ask him what's going on tomorrow. Let's get some rest now.
Okay, with a bit of trepidation, you and Paimon spend your first night in the Fortress of Meripede.
Hey, you're finally awake!
You up early today, Paimon?
Well, it's Paimon's first day as a prisoner. Last night, Paimon dreamed about getting interrogated by the guards until Paimon told them everything, and then Paimon woke up.
Okay, you told him everything.
Hey, come on! It's just a dream, okay? Paimon wouldn't really squeal. Maybe?
I hate to break the sea, Paimon, but you squeal a lot.
Hey, lazy bones. What are you still doing here? If you don't want to starve, then get yourselves over to the production zone.
Sorry! We're going right away!
You set off as soon as possible after asking Fielding about the location of the production zone. Okay, let's go. Let's go do some work. Let's go produce something. It's interesting, actually, yes, if they're making the machinery, like the clockwork kind of things, like the guard mechs, for example, I'm assuming they would be manufactured here. Criminals are manufacturing the kind of the police force, almost. So that's kind of ironic a little bit. Is this just leading me in circles? Where is this leading me? Oh,
Take it easy.
Okay, down. There's a down elevator. I was like, why? It took me all the way around the long way, I think. That's fine. You can do that. Let's go to the lower zone. Okay, this is the production zone. Right, okay, there is a teleport waypoint over there. Let's grab that and then we'll figure out where it is we're supposed to be going. Oh, there's also more downs. Okay, we'll grab that. Right, where are we going? Speak to this guy.
Ah, you must be the catch of the day. Looks like you've got some luck getting assigned this space.
Oh, more luck going our way, apparently.
Yep, we just arrived yesterday and...
Don't interrupt me when I'm speaking.
Yeah, fine. This is not the place to be chatting.
Yes, sir.
Listen carefully to my instructions. I don't want any mishaps. Every machine here is worth more than the both of you. Working around these machines can be very dangerous. Do your job well, and you can eat in the cafeteria after your shift. Get sloppy, and you dine in the infirmary.
Fair enough.
Anyway, the Fortress of Meripede doesn't want to lose a single one of its machines. And it also doesn't want to waste the production potential of any inmate. You got that?
Got it.
Your job is to use the machine over there to process widgets. Watch carefully, and make sure you step on the pedal at the right time. If the machine gets jammed, then give it a little maintenance with your fist. Here, take this. Bring me the process widgets, and I'll give you some credit coupons in exchange.
Okay, press operation and widget processing. For modeling process, you must place the unprocessed part onto the machine, then interact with the machine to start the challenge. When some parts get stuck while rotating, you will need to attack the rotating part to restore the machine's function. When the part's base glows, jump to complete the modeling process once. When you finish, you must retrieve the successfully processed part. Alright, let's give that a go. So unprocessed widget and start processing.
Once the widget
Okay.
It's jammed. You just need to attack it to fix the problem.
Okay. And then when it glows, we jump. I think I've maybe... There we go. I missed it the first time around. It's stuck when it's red. Oh, no, it's stuck. It's jamming a lot, this one. Jump. Smash it. Jump.
Okay, you got this. Great. Now we can report back to the foreman and give him the processed widgets.
Alright.
Huh. This one is tolerable. Though since the processing is done by machine, the product is all pretty much the same anyway. Alright, I'll pass you for now. And we'll count up how many credit coupons you've earned.
Okay, I wonder if I have to do that lot still.
Paimon's exhausted.
Maybe not.
We're done now, right? Oh, that foreman. He's so scary that Paimon couldn't even speak. Ugh. Even though Paimon's starving and wants to head straight to the coupon cafeteria, we still need to meet Lenny first, right? He probably just finished up his work, too. He should be around here somewhere.
Okay, so what was that? I got a bunch of coupons. Right, let's look for Lenny then. He must be in this area. Over this way. Okay, so he's from here somewhere.
Mr. Magician? Where are you? Oh, this had better not be some disappearing act. He doesn't seem to be around here. Let's try looking somewhere else.
Alright, look somewhere else, not up there. Okay.
Where could he be? Did he decide to slack off and sleep the day away?
I doubt it.
Hey, over here.
Oh, you scared Paimon! How did you appear out of nowhere like that?
He's a magician, right?
Oh, you scare so easily now? Is there something worrying you these days?
I was going to say, it seems unlikely that Paimon the Traveller would ever be scared of almost anyone, really, because think about what they've been up against, who they've defeated. A simple prison guard would just not be scary.
You little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry. Come over here and keep it down.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here. Do you still remember him?
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Paimon remembers seeing him in the court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
You did say keep it down, Paimon. My gosh, you're so loud.
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
That's not the point, Lenny. The question is, what are you two really doing here?
Indeed. Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right!
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard, but the fortress of Meropide hides a secret. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since.
Interesting.
We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the reason why we came here.
So it's not necessarily anything about childhood. Okay. Why is the house so interested about this secret?
Father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's Gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways. Many of them are beyond our imagination, and we've never had the chance to see her at work. But we trust her conclusions.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's Gnosis might be in the fortress of Meropide and is related to that secret.
So it's all about the Gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about you two? Did Monsieur Nervulette send you here?
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
It's a bit late now, Paimon, isn't it? You've already said everything. Consider it an exchange of information.
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere, almost like a bargaining chip.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Of course, it's not a complete farce. If we do manage to find out what happened to Master Child too, then diplomatic relations with Fontaine could improve, and Snezhnaya might even be able to adjust its stance a bit.
Is it just Paimon? Or does it feel like we're the only ones who actually care about Child's situation?
Yeah,
the relationship between the Harbingers must be as bad as ever.
I wouldn't go that far. Father just has different standards than we do when it comes to what can be sacrificed for an advantage. By the way, I have a suggestion. Why don't we team up?
Sounds good.
Even though we have different objectives, we're both here to investigate the fortress of Meropide. It would be more efficient for us to work together. As you know, the House of the Hearth has many reasons to seek the Gnosis, but our highest priority remains resolving the prophesized crisis. You can trust us on that.
Sorry, I must refuse. Oh, okay. I would have agreed, but fine.
See, I told you.
Is that so? Sure enough, it won't be easy to convince them to cooperate with us.
Lenny seems to be thinking pretty hard about something.
Of course he is. Lenny has been looking forward to a chance to reach an understanding with you ever since last we met. Or, I should say, we were really looking forward to teaming up with you this time.
Lynette, just tell them everything, why don't you?
It's okay to open up a little.
If all we're doing is sharing info, fine, but I may reconsider if things get serious.
Very prudent of you, and consistent with your behavior since we first met. That's reasonable enough, and I agreed to cooperate on these terms as well. I was prepared for the worst, but you were actually more agreeable than I anticipated. All right then, there's no time to lose. I have some information to share, so listen carefully. Since Lynette and I arrived here, our investigation uncovered the fact that the fortress of Meropide has a forbidden zone. Most people just clammed up and wouldn't talk, but after asking the right questions, we were able to confirm the existence of the forbidden zone from the guards. You should be aware of that while you're investigating.
A forbidden zone? Could that be where Child disappeared to? You're right, we'll definitely keep that in mind.
Good. That's the most suspicious thing about the fortress that we know of so far. We have a few other unanswered questions, and we'll be investigating those as quickly as we can. Anyway, I hope you find our information useful at least. Oh, look at the time. You two must be hungry. You should go to the coupon cafeteria and get something to eat. I'll use my cards to get in touch with you again in the future.
Oh, that's just what Paimon wanted to hear! Paimon's starving after all that work today. We can talk more about the investigation later. Let's go get some grub!
Okay, we will certainly do that one, but I think we will do that in the next one. That's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one. This is going to be really interesting. Definitely going to be investigating this place, finding out what is going on. Can we find child? What is this forbidden zone? All questions we will try to answer in the next few episodes. So join back then, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.